Hey, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Actually, really good morning. It is 7:52 a.m. here at my time, so probably about 10:52 a.m. in the East Coast, about 9:52 in the Midwest, and 4:52 a.m. in Hawaii. But good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I don't expect a lot of people to be in here, or at least my usual, because it's a lot earlier than I normally live stream. But there's a lot going on today, so hopefully you guys can bear with me, forgive me for the early morning. But rather than leave you guys with nothing for today, I figured I would come on here. First of all, big shout out to my son. He is officially 6 years old today, and I don't, I just he's growing up. He's growing up. And my daughters are growing up. They got birthdays coming up here soon. So right now, he's excited that it's his birthday. And unfortunately, there's things, though, that's happening today. One, I got a doctor's appointment at 10:45 a.m. So in about 2 hours and 50-odd minutes from now, I got doctor's appointment. It's not looking so good for me. So I had blood work done last week. They drew blood for me and said that they would call me if they found any abnormalities. And you know what? Like, worst case scenario. But hey, they called. There's some abnormalities. I got to go see my doctor. I got to find out what we're going to do, what plan we're going to come up with. So all that stuff is happening today. My oldest daughter, Destiny, which again, I will thank everybody for the prayers and stuff like that. Shouts out to you guys. The cyst that's in her jaw is going to get looked at from an ENT doctor today. So that's a doctor's appointment at 2:15 p.m. later today. So we got 2 doctor's appointments today, and then we got a birthday celebration. So yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. Anyways, as you guys may see, so there's a link right there. You guys want to send him something for his birthday? Right there, I'll make sure he gets it. PayPal it. $1, $2, whatever you feel like. I can hear him. So him and his sister, they're hanging out. They're playing. She's playing with him, and they're watching some Among Us videos on YouTube in the living room and playing, and they're doing all kinds of crazy things today. So, but anyways, yeah, if you guys want to send him a little something for his birthday, right there's how you do it. And those who do will get shout outs in the next live stream. I'll shout you guys out. The ones who did send him something as a thank you, because it is a birthday gift for him, and I'm gonna let him spend it whatever he wants to spend it on. When he spends it on getting something for his game, or getting a new game or toy, whatever it may be. But yeah, you guys will definitely know. So anyways, again, like I said, link right there. All right, let's talk Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro. You guys haven't heard me talk about the Pixels in a while. It's always good to kind of step away from something that you really, really thoroughly enjoy talking about and discussing about, because then, I don't know, at least for me, I feel like that if I was to, continuously always talk about the Pixel 6, Pixel 6 Pro, Pixel 5, Pixel 4, Pixel 3, Pixel 2, Pixel 1, you'd see where I'm going with that little analogy right there. It's not really an analogy, but my example right there. You could stale it out and make it bland. So I figured if I stop talking about Pixels for a little bit and allow people to just kind of recoup from all my ramblings about the Google Pixels, because I really, really, really enjoy Google Pixel phones. And most of you guys who know me pretty well know that about me already. You guys already know that about me. Those who started following the channel recently, y'all kind of noticed that about me. But yeah, you kind of like step away and allow people to recover from absolutely mind effing them with Pixels stuff. So anywho, so now more and more people are getting avidly excited for the Google Pixel 6 Pro. That's because we're right around the corner from it. We're about to hit August here this weekend, and the Made by Google event usually goes down in October. And what do we expect for the Made by Google event that's supposed to be coming this October? And one of the things is other hardware besides the Pixel phones, right? So expecting more than likely, maybe a refreshed, Nest home speaker. Now that the brand has been shifted from Google Home to Nest, is what they call it. I haven't seen anything that discusses maybe an update to the Nest. Who knows? They may have an update to the Nest Mini, Nest Mini 3. Time will tell on that. But we do know that the first generation smart displays from the Big G company have been updated to Fuchsia. So maybe we'll get a little bit more talks about Fuchsia, but I doubt it because the Made by Google event is mostly centered around hardware. The Google I/O is where it's centered around software. So, of course, the Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro. A lot of us are still hoping that a Pixel Watch will be present at the Made by Google event. But yeah, the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro really capturing people. I'm seeing a lot of people tweet about it, talk about it, how it's going to be this insane, like evolution to the Google Pixel lineup. And people are quite thoroughly happy with what they're reading about all the different leaks and stuff like that that's going on. Because they're liking, I guess, the fact that of it being classified as a premium flagship again. And I don't like to discredit the older Pixels, especially like the Pixel 4, from being a premium flagship. I guess people kind of feel like the ducks are kind of aligned in a row. Thank you, Siova. Thank you for the birthday wishes to my son. Appreciate it. But I feel like the ducks are lining up in a row. As far as like build quality, of course, Android 12, and oh yeah, okay, cool, appreciate that. But yeah, so there's like, the Pixel 6 is pretty much, I don't know, I feel like like this was the same type of energy we had when the Pixel 4 was leaked and all the stuff about the Pixel 4 was coming out, and John Prosser was like doing daily videos about the Pixel 4, talking about that it's almost a home run. The last thing that was on that list was pricing. And I think that's the same thing that's happening here too, right? The last thing on that list is pricing, because we're already on the cusp of the Pixel 5a, and a lot of people are rumoring that the Pixel 5a will in fact be $349. Appreciate it, Bobby. Thank you so much. I will let him know. I'll send the birthday wishes to him afterwards. I'll probably just call him in here and let him read them afterwards. But so I feel like we're on that same thing too, pricing. What is the price going to be for the Pixel 6 and the Pixel 6 Pro? I mean, that's one of the big questions there. And are people going to feel that it's a justified pricing for it? That's the other thing that you got to take into consideration, because that's what happened to the Pixel 4 and the Pixel 4 XL. Everything about it was just pretty good. I mean, some people were a little disappointed in the battery size for the regular size Pixel 4, but when the pricing came out is when people got really turned off. $899 and 64 gigs was what people were turned off about. They really thought that the base model of the Pixel 4 should have been what the Pixel 5's base model is. The Pixel 5, which only has one variation to it, if you buy it, only has 128 gigabytes of internal storage. And people felt like that should have been what was on the Pixel 4, was to start off at 128 and then do 256 and then 512. Pretty much what the iPhone does. And yes, I have a bone to pick with people that's calling the Pixel 6 the iPhone of Androids. Like, cut it out with that. You know what I mean? Because literally what you're saying is that iPhone is the standard. And, for some people, iPhone is the standard, which then, I won't argue that case point with anyone that, pretty much over glorifies the iPhone. And so that's the standard that everything else has to meet. But when you're somebody, and I'm not going to call out names, but when you're somebody who pretty much, doesn't have the iPhone as a standard to them, literally at times even goes to belittle the iPhone because I guess they're tired of like it being held as the standard for most people. And then you turn around and make a statement saying that the Pixel 6 is the iPhone of Androids. Like, you just set the iPhone as a standard. Do you not realize what you're doing? So, it's kind of the craziest things ever. So, yeah. I take issue with that term. I don't like using it whatsoever. Because I really still feel like that Pixel needs to be seen with its own identity and not really side by side with something else. Is it going to compete against the iPhone? Of course it's going to compete against it. We know this. They compete no matter, even if people weren't looking at competition between the iPhone and the Pixel, it's there. It's there. It's the elephant staring at you in the room. It's there. The same as it is also the competitor to the Samsung Galaxy S series. So that is it's inevitable. It's going to be in competition no matter what. I just feel like that in order for the Pixels to have and solidify their own identity, gotta stop calling it the Galaxy S of Androids, the iPhone of Androids, and just say it's the Pixel of Androids. Simple as that. Sure, it's got its quirkiness to it. Some people like the design, some people don't like the design. I've talked about this before. I've said it, and you know what? Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Like, why? And that's the thing, too. If someone says the Pixel 6, this design looks ugly, why do people get offended? Why do people get mad to go and try and defend this thing? You know what I mean? We're not all the same. We're not programmed with a robotic chip that says we have to think a certain way. We have to agree with a certain, idea or whatever. Like, we all think differently. Not everyone's going to buy this phone. When the Pixel 6 comes out, not every Android user is going to run and buy this thing. Yes, the nerds more than likely will. And with that being said, so the nerds are going to buy it. The people who have heard about Pixels and have been like told to wait until the 6 comes out, obviously they're going to go and get it and test it out, and which is good for me, because if someone does that, and then this is how it usually goes. This is how I got the Pixel 4. Someone never used a Pixel phone before, bought one, didn't like the way Android was and everything like that, so they ended up selling it for half price. Like I said, I got the Pixel 4 for like $400 and something. And, it was used for one day, and the person went and bought themselves an iPhone. And so they recouped part of the money they paid for the iPhone by selling the Pixel 4, and they got like $400 odd from me. And I got a pretty spiffy Pixel 4, which sits in my lineup today. Of course, it's not my daily driver as of lately, as I've, taken a break from Pixel phones and switched over using the OnePlus Nord N10. That is what I'm currently using right now, since I was able to get it unlocked. And now I have it using, running on Visible. And I posted a video on Twitter and as a YouTube short. Posted a video, and on that video, literally, I showed that in various places where I normally wouldn't get these speeds. Like if I had like the Visible SIM in the Pixel 4, and those places I went to speed test last night, I would normally get about 30 to 40 megabits per second on the down, kind of edging 50. Other places I can get like close to 200, which I didn't go to those areas to speed test because they were already yielding pretty good speed results. But with those places that, I wouldn't get the best, like that grand of speeds, with the OnePlus, I was able to get over 100 in most parts. And then like one place, it was just like, normally I would get 30, and it peaked at 70. So that was kind of interesting. Does the OnePlus have a better antenna, better reception with the antenna for the connection? And if it does, that's kind of crazy, because the phone was designed, and the internals, the modem and everything's designed to work really good on T-Mobile's network, and not really, really good on other people's networks. Someone could say, no, it was designed to work on other people's networks. If it did, it would have 5G access on Verizon. It would have 5G access on AT&T. It doesn't. Well, anyways, So I'm getting really good speeds with the OnePlus on LTE. It was pretty good. So I posted a little video about it with the screenshots of the different speed tests that I've done, and yeah, that's on Twitter and stuff like that. So if you follow me on Twitter, you're golden. You may have seen it. If you didn't see it, look through your Twitter feed. You'll find it. You'll see it. But yeah, I've been getting pretty good speeds with the OnePlus N10 on visible. So yeah, I'll say that it's been working out great. 24 hours after it, just really playing around with OnePlus. I can, like I said, I can go back to my previous statement before when I first did a review on this, and I'll say I see why that there is a following for OnePlus, the same as there's a following for Google Pixels, the same as there's a following for iPhones. I mean, there's a lot of customization natively built into the OnePlus. A lot of customization already. Besides putting icon packs and stuff like that, and being able to manipulate the color accents and things like that, so you can create your own, like, I guess, theme in a way. Like that's actually pretty cool. Can't say anything negative or anything wrong about that. So it's nice. It's a nice touch to it. Can't knock it. Can't be upset with it. For this having a Snapdragon 690, it's pretty decent. Let's see. Rare Street Fighter 2 anime finally translated into English. I just saw that on the Google News feed, and I was like, "Whoa, this is pretty funny." But yeah, so Snapdragon 690, it's pretty quick. Okay, so I've heard people tell me that it's sluggish for them. I don't know how they have their phone set up and stuff like that. Maybe it's pretty snappy for me because I don't have a lot of things on it. I mean, the basic stuff that I have is like Facebook, Twitter, Facebook Messenger, Instagram, and Pokemon Go, Parler, Tubi TV, HBO Max, the different speed testing apps that I use, the Visible app itself, PayPal, Cash App, Zedge. That's pretty much what I have on it. Everything else natively came with the phone out of the box. But it's like apps that I've installed. Those are the apps that I've installed. There's nothing. There's I don't put Call of Duty on it. I don't put any other like major game on it. I don't really game on my phones all that much. I use it for social platforms. Pretty much, social media is pretty much all I use it for. Emails and communicating with family. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. So yeah, it's been fine. Like I said, it's not gonna be a long live stream today. Not gonna be too long of a live stream. So, but yeah, I feel like, me personally, the Pixel 6, the Pixel 6 Pro, it's a nice new direction that Google is going in. I gotta give them props for that. It's a nice new direction they're going in. The design doesn't really bother me at all whatsoever. More than likely, when I get mine, I'm gonna case it anyway. So, but the idea of making it stand out so it's it's recognizable from away from other. Happy birthday to your son! Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. But and I will let him know too, because before I end this live stream, I'll bring him in here and let him see the birthday wishes for him and everything like that. But yeah, it's going to be recognizable from any other phone out there. Like the iPhone 13 is going to come out, and when the Pixel 6 is out, you're going to be able to identify them really quick within a second. It's like finding it's like looking at a Where's Waldo book, and it's at a beach where there's only Waldo. That's how distinguishable it's going to be. So it's good that they're kind of stepping away from the similar design, because the Pixel 5, the Pixel 4, the iPhones, they look very similar with that square camera module on the top left when you look at it from the back. It looks very, very, very similar. So distinguishing itself away from its competition is always a good thing. The fact is, and like the elephant in the room, the fact is that the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro is going to be using its own processor chip. Is a really, really good thing, even if this was to kind of flop. Because not everybody nails doing something for the first time, absolutely flawless. So I do expect to hear some issues about the GS101 chip. I do intend to hear people's frustrations that it may not be living up to what they expected out of it. Of course, that's a whole different thing, because when you expect, what you expect is not always what it will be. But I do expect for those things to happen, because it is Google's first attempt at using its own chip and stepping away from Qualcomm, which I think is a good idea. A lot of people really want the Google Pixels to have that longevity that iPhones have. I've said why Apple even resented doing what they continue to do today with keeping their older devices up to date. I've said the reason why that they kind of believe they shot themselves in the foot is because they're not moving the units that they predict they can move if they decided to not do 5-year support on iPhones. There's a lot of smart people working at Apple, and they probably looked at the numbers and they were like, hey, if we didn't support phones for up to 5 years, we could have easily moved this amount of units, and that would have been that would have yielded more money. You know what I mean? All these companies are all about making money. We can't forget that they're all about making money. So yeah, let's just kind of put that there. Of course, there's more camera sensors on the Pixel 6, which is obvious. Is the Pro model, it's going to have more features built into it for the heavy user. For me personally, if you're wondering what I'm going to go for, I'm going for the normal size Pixel 6. I'm not going for the Pixel 6 Pro. I do like photography, but I like home photography. I don't like it to look like professional and everything like that. So I don't need all those camera sensors to try to yield something like that. Me personally, I just feel like, just getting a good, decent photo. So I have memories of, like a vacation we took, or, maybe a dinner, a family dinner, that felt really good, and I want to be able to keep memories of that. So the Pixel 6 is going to be what I go for. Of course, I tell people this all the time. Don't expect me to have it the day, the week, the month of launch for the Pixel 6 and the 6 Pro. One, I'm not part of Team Pixel yet. Who knows? I'm not part of Team Pixel, so I'm not going to be getting it in hand from them. I have to buy it, and I buy things like that when I have the money to do it. That means it eliminates everything. Like, there's no bills, there's nothing that my kids need or want. Then it comes to if my lady needs or wants something, and if she doesn't, then it comes down to me. So that's how it goes with that. So, but I am excited for the Pixel 6 and the Pixel 6 Pro announcement. I'm waiting. I'm ready for that Made by Google event. I probably won't be able to do like a live reaction to Made by Google, but I'll probably do like a reaction after it's already happened. Only because a couple of things is changing for this the second half of the year, and I may be away or basically busy with work when they do the event, unless it falls on a day that is my day off, and then I can watch it. But if I don't have a day off on that day, then it's going to be a late reaction. So, but anyways, bear with me here. Give me about a minute, and I'm going to bring the birthday boy in so he can read some of these comments here. And those who catch the replay, hashtag happy birthday Rain, and I'll let him look at the comments later. If you'd like to send him something for his birthday, whatever it be, $1, $2, $5, you can do it right there. And those who do send him a little something, he and I will make a thank you. Well, he'll do a thank you segment on tomorrow's live stream, thanking everybody who sent him a little something. Well, let's make his day special. You know what I mean? Like, I want him to have a really good day. And for him to go and, maybe he wants to get like a game or something like that. I got his gifts hidden, so he doesn't even know. And what was kind of funny though, before I get him, it was kind of cool because like last night he came in to say goodnight, and so I was giving him a hug, and I was like, we'll get him a birthday cake, and then I told him, I was like, hey, Daddy's sorry. I didn't have enough money this year to get you some presents. Is that okay? And he was totally fine with it. He was like, yeah, that's okay. I'm like, you're sure? He's like, that's okay. I was like, spaghetti for dinner? He goes, yes. And I'm like, okay, and we'll get you a cake and sing you happy birthday. So he doesn't know that he's got any gifts, even though last night I went and I posted a YouTube short, but he doesn't follow me on YouTube, so we're good there. Like, he's only 6 years old. He doesn't have his own YouTube profile. But yeah, it was just like, it was kind of amazing. His mom, she kind of got like, it was a tearjerker for her. She kind of got watery-eyed, because he didn't get sad. He didn't, his eyes didn't well up and get watery because he heard that, that Dad couldn't get him any gifts this year. He was perfectly okay with it. Like, yeah, so that's a good thing. But anyways, let me get the man of the hour. We bring him on here so he can see a couple of these happy birthday comments. So I shall be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. So you have a couple of birthday comments right there.
Okay.
Yeah. See? Siova, the technician, said happy birthday to you.
Okay.
And then we have this person right here who said happy birthday to you too. So, you sure it's okay I wasn't able to get you a gift?
Yeah.
You okay with that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Next year though, okay?
Okay.
But we are getting you a cake though.
You will.
Yeah. So then other people that watch the replay, they'll probably comment happy birthday. So I'll show that to you later, okay?
Okay.
But you can say hi to everybody.
Hi.
How's it feel to be 6?
Great.
It feels great. You ready for school next week?
Yeah.
You know you're going to school, right? Can't hang out with me at home. If you could get a present, what would you want?
Is this a car or a robot?
Just a car or a robot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right, everybody. I'm gonna end the live stream. Thanks for those people who joined in for a little bit. Again, and here's the birthday boy himself. He's 6 now. And yeah, so we're gonna continue on with our day. You guys be good. You guys made it all the way through. Hashtag happy birthday, Rain. If you guys are part of the replay crew, then yeah, just hashtag replay crew. Thanks so much for checking it out. Y'all are clutch. Again, if y'all want to send him a little something right there, just underneath his face, then you guys can send something there to PayPal. I'll make sure he gets it. Thanks so much. Again, y'all be cool. Later. Say bye.
Hi.
Oh, say bye.
Bye.